Okay, friends, hello. I'm just going to go over a couple of things with you for today's grammar lesson. First, I just want a quick review. A pattern for sentence, and these are its core parts. Every pattern for sentence has a subject noun, a linking verb, which remember does not show action, but it just shows a state of being, a predicate noun, which is a noun that just renames the subject noun, but you will find it only in the predicate. And those are the three parts that make up a pattern for sentence. So, Mom is an excellent musician. Okay, Mom is our subject noun. The verb here is just a simple helping verb, but instead of being a helping verb, it's linking the subject noun to our predicate noun. Mom is what? Mom is musician. The predicate noun is renaming who Mom is or what Mom is. So, and then we know that an is an article adjective, and what kind of musician, an adjective question. So excellent is an adjective describing musician. Okay. Now, we did not talk about watching for predicate pronouns. So this predicate noun could sometimes show up as a pronoun. Okay, a predicate pronoun is a pronoun in the predicate that means the same thing as the subject. To find the predicate pronoun, ask what or who after the linking verb. So it could say something like, Mom is excellent. Mom isn't. This is not a good sentence to do this with. I'll find a better sentence for you. But if this said she or her, then we would say Mom is who? Mom is she. And since she is a pronoun, after we've asked the question what or who following our linking verb, we would label it a PRP for a predicate pronoun. So just like you would label a PRN for a predicate noun, if that is a pronoun, you would use PRP and label it a predicate pronoun. So predicate pronouns come from the subject pronoun list because they mean the same thing as the subject. The subject pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, it, and they. So not her. Okay? So I wanted to show you that. The next thing I want to show you is over here in section 2, lesson 2 of chapter 15. Okay, and I want to show you sentence number 2. Let's classify this together. My brother's newest pet is a little green turtle. Okay, so who or what is this whole sentence about? Well, it's about pet. The whole sentence is about pet. So pet is our subject noun. And what is being said about the pet? Okay, well, the pet is. That's just a little helping verb there. So now I need to ask myself, is that a helping verb? Is there another verb here showing action? Well, I don't see any action verb here. So the pet is, this is a state of being. So I'm thinking a linking verb. Pet is what? Well, pet is turtle, right? So I now know I have a linking verb linking my subject noun to my, what would we call this? Predicate noun. It is not a pronoun. It is, in fact, a person, place, or thing. So we would label this a PRN, right? And then we would say, what kind of turtle? Well, that's an adjective because it answers the question, what kind? Again, what kind of turtle? It's a little turtle. It's a green turtle. So we have two adjectives before turtle. A is always an article adjective. So now we have to go over here to newest. My brother's newest. We haven't classified these words yet. So pet is our subject noun. And we could say what kind of pet? Newest pet. So newest is another adjective. Whose pet? This is where it gets a little interesting. Whose pet? Well, it's brother's pet, right? My brother's pet. So brother's pet, brothers is actually another noun here, and we call this a possessive noun adjective because it's an adjective describing pet and it's showing possession at the same time. So if I say whose pet, then I can label this a PNA for possessive noun adjective. I'm going to show you this in just a second. But I also have this little possessive pronoun adjective right here. So I have a PPA, then a PNA, then an adjective, all modifying my subject noun. So let me show you what that looks like down here. So here's the entire sentence. Okay, this is a pattern 4 because I did identify is as my linking verb and turtle as my predicate noun. So this is my pattern 4 sentence. But I wanted to point out to you this little possessive noun adjective, PNA. Okay, you're going to have to start looking for those. You're all very good at finding the PPAs, the possessive pronoun adjectives, but now you have to find out, okay, well, if it's showing possession, whose pet? Well, it's brother's pet. Well, that's not a pronoun, so I can't label it a PPA. I have to label it a PNA for possessive noun adjective. Okay, so keep thinking about that as we move further into pattern 4 sentences and beyond. Okay. We're also going to get into pronoun cases. We've done these already. We've done subjective case pronouns, objective case pronouns, and possessive case pronouns, right? You remember that if a pronoun is part of the subject of a sentence, like he went home, well, he is the subject of the sentence and it's a pronoun, so that is a subjective case pronoun. You hopefully also remember that if the pronoun is part of an object of the preposition, a direct object, or an indirect object, then those are going to be objective case pronouns. My mom smiled at me. Well, that's an object of the preposition. At me, at is the preposition. So this is an objective preposition, or excuse me, objective pronoun. Direct object. Grandma is feeding who? Us is my direct object. So this is also going to be an objective case pronoun, as is Jackie sold who a what? Us is an indirect object, so it's an objective case pronoun. Possessive case pronouns show ownership. Lisa gave Dad her keys. Whose keys? Her keys. So this is a possessive case pronoun. Okay, so let's talk about these predicate pronouns that we just learned about today. A predicate pronoun, you have to remember, is always going to be subjective, okay, because that predicate pronoun is always going to be part of the noun, part of the subject. A predicate pronoun is a pronoun in the predicate, but it means the same thing as the subject. So even though it's in the predicate and we call it a predicate pronoun, it is a subjective case pronoun because it renames or means the same thing as our subject. Okay, so look that over real close on page 603 in your text. You will need to know that as we move forward. So let's just read this together. Subject pronouns and predicate pronouns are in subjective case. Possessive pronouns are in the possessive case. And object pronouns are in the objective case. Okay, that's it. All right. And last but not least for this lesson, I want you to look at this right here, noun jobs. You have been using the 8 parts of speech for several weeks, and as you know, a noun is one of the 8 parts of speech. You've learned different jobs for the nouns, and most sentences include more than one noun. You've been doing your noun charts every now and then, and you've found out that subject nouns, objects of the preposition are nouns, direct objects are nouns, indirect objects are nouns. Well, now we're going to add predicate nouns to that list, okay? And so you'll see here that all of these subject nouns, objects of the preposition, direct objects, indirect objects, predicate nouns, and adjectives, all of these can be added to your noun job list, okay? In this last sentence, Mom declared a special Erica Day on Saturday. In this case, in this sentence, Erica is being used to describe day, but Erica is still a person, so she would be listed as a noun. That word would be a noun job in this sentence. Okay, look at number 5. The girl in the blue dress is Erica. If I classify this and find my main parts, my core parts of this sentence, I find girl is my subject noun. Is my linking verb. Is what? Is Erica. Girl and Erica. Erica renames or is the girl. So a predicate noun is a noun job. Okay, so don't forget those things. You can look over pages 611 and 610 just for a little bit of practice on your noun jobs. Okay, also look over page 603 and 604. And if you have any questions as we continue on with these sentence patterns and sentence classifications, reach out to me and let me know, okay? Because we're just going to keep building. And I want to make sure that you understand them. I can FaceTime with you, or we can do whatever we need to do so that I can help you understand these things, okay? All right, miss you guys.